Welcome to tonight's recap of Top Chef Masters.
Well, it's the second week of competition for Dell, and Hubert was the first one to make it to the champion round. This week, Riddell's very upset.
I'm sorry, okay.
This week, Graham Elliot Bowles from Chicago, cooking for the American Heart Association. Nice tale, Maddie.
Riddell! No. Okay.
Way to do it.
Alright.
Suzanne Tracht from LA, cooking for Sova, which is a food bank.
Wylie DuFresne from New York, cooking for Autism Speaks.
He is such a Ben Franklin. It's freaking me out. All right, well, Ben Franklin of our century.
And of food. And Elizabeth Falkner from San Fran, cooking for Edible Schoolyard.
All right, so Kelly Choi said, guess what, kiddies? The Quickfire this week is that old challenge, make the amuse bouche from the vending machine.
So they had 30 minutes to do this.
The judges were Elan, Betty, and Michael.
All from season 2.
That's right. So Wylie came up with a red onion and grilled cheese sandwich. Basically,
Dr. Pepper reduction.
Which was over-reduced and turned solid.
And the whole thing was hard to eat. It was a little large of a portion.
Yeah, he ended up with a 3. Suzanne, fried shallot rings. Oh my god, who doesn't like fried onion rings?
Who doesn't like fried anything?
Exactly. You take it that one step further and make it shallot. That you got a winner there with a microgreen salad and Dr. Pepper aioli. 5.
Whoa.
Yeah. Elizabeth, with your braised beef jerky, orange juice, lemon, and horseradish ice cream. I took one look at this and I said, eh.
I don't know. I'd have to taste it. I love beef jerky.
Number one, I hate beef jerky. And just like us, the judges were split also. So she only ended up with a 3.5.
And then Graham had a tuna salad with pickled shallot.
That sounded really good to me. I love tuna, and I love putting like different things with tuna so that it's like...
I'm not that into tuna.
One more step. So he got a 4.5. So it's time for the elimination challenge.
The challenge was to cook dinner for the lost creators and writers.
Crazy! I love that. No pantry either. You can only shop for approved Dharma Initiative ingredients.
So they had $200 and 45 minutes to shop.
That's right.
And everyone was like, oh my god, I love Lost. But then Wylie was like, I've never seen Lost before.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Are you freaking joking me?
That's ridiculous. Well, they had 2.5 hours to cook.
Okay.
So Elizabeth came up basically with braised boar 2 ways and a yam papaya pudding, which was likened to baby food.
Ooh.
Yeah. Graham came up with a Mahi tuna roll, which was perfectly cooked with dehydrated pineapple, a Tuna Nicoise, and a tuna a la plancha.
Plancha or plancha?
Plancha. Basically, his menu was tuna 3 ways.
Okay, Suzanne had a risotto with uni, clams, and prawns, wild boar strip with oyster beer sauce. They were into that Dharma beer.
Yeah.
And some mango corn salad. She really put a lot on her plate.
Yeah, there was a lot going on her plate, but apparently it worked. Wylie, roasted chicken with a poached egg, Mr. Egghead. I'm sick of him and his eggs because I hate eggs. I hate eggs.
Well, I do like eggs, but...
And then he had some beets with dried corn that looked like burnt up turds. And some plantain puree.
Puree?
I don't like the puree. Puree. You say puree, I say puree.
So the judges are Jay Rayner, James Osland, and Gail Green.
You know, the usual suspects.
And of course, the writers and creators of Lost.
Right. Wylie was the first to go. He didn't have the lowest score, but he was definitely the first to go out of this crew.
Yeah.
They loved his egg, but he only ended up with a 20.
He actually forgot to put a chicken.
That was so embarrassing.
Jay's plate.
Yeah. You don't cross Jay.
And someone else got 2.
Yeah, I think it was Kelly.
She got 2.
Yeah. Not cool. Definitely not what you want to be happening. I mean, if it happened to the Lost writers or whatever, they would have been like, yo, I think you got my chicken. But
he's like, I don't mean to be a nuisance, but I don't have any chicken.
I think I'd like some chicken on my plate.
They loved Graham's tuna.
Yeah, because it was perfectly cooked.
Well, they specifically loved the seared tuna.
Right. It's got to be perfectly cooked, otherwise why bother?
Mm-hmm.
And tuna is very difficult to get it right. He ended up with a 20.5, and he was tied at the end. Yeah. Elizabeth, the baby food pudding, they did not like that.
Sweet. Didn't work with everything else.
Although they did really like your braised boar 2 ways, but that didn't make up for that pudding.
I think they said one of them was like too dry or something.
Yeah, she needed more sauce on the plate. But she was like 2 seconds away from putting more sauce on the plate. I know, it's unfortunate. Hey, they made it okay for the chicken to be moved from Kelly's plate. That's not fair. So she ended up with a 16.5. I thought that was a little harsh.
Yeah.
Suzanne, she had a lot on that plate.
But she worked it.
Yeah. Babe, it worked. It was great. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody enjoyed her stuff, and she ended up winning with a 22.5.
Yep.
And it was so cool because when they were in the stew room, they were like, let's bake cookies. I love baking cookies with other chefs because it's so much fun. So Wylie's like, can we microwave them? Or
there's egg in them.
Yeah. If you want hockey puck turds, it'll cook, but it'll be like a rock. Yeah, so Suzanne wins. So she will be joining Hubert in the champion round. Can't wait for next week. Till then, much love.